Hello and welcome to another assembly with me. Now, last week we went to the church down the road to St Elwin's, and we had a lovely time learning about Christianity. This week we are going to London, where we will meet some old friends and colleagues of mine, Lule and Jahanara, both of whom are Muslim. And so we're going to learn about their faith. So let's head over to Zoom now and hope this works. Okay. Hello, Lule and Jahanara.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Assalamu alaikum.
Malaikum salam. Is that correct, Jahanara?
Is it walaikum assalam?
Walaikum assalam. Walaikum assalam. Could you tell us what we've just said, Jahanara?
So, assalamu alaikum means peace be upon you, and walaikum assalam is onto you too.
Lovely. Thank you very, very much indeed. It is so lovely to see you both. Now, children watching this, I worked with Lule and Jahanara some time ago in my first teaching job, and I have such fond memories of working with you both. And I learned an awful lot from you as well, about lots of things, but specifically around your faith. And what we're doing in our assemblies this week and last week and next week is we're meeting people of different faiths to learn about their beliefs and to learn about how their religion is important to them in their lives and so on. So would you mind if we ask you some questions? Is that okay?
We wouldn't mind, would we, Lule? No, go ahead.
Thank you so much. So first question then, a very general one is can you talk about some of the things that Muslims believe?
Do you want to, shall I start?
Yeah, you can start, Jahanara.
Okay, so Muslims believe there's a foundation that it starts on. So there are 5 basic rules that Muslims have to do in their life. So the first one is the Shahada, which is the declaration of faith. So it's La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulallah, which means that there is only one God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. The second one is Salah, which means that Muslim people have to pray 5 times a day. The third one is Zakat. Muslim people pay a lot of money to charity. So Zakat is paying money to charity and looking after the people who have less than you. So, and being grateful for whatever you have. The fourth one is Psalm, which is fasting. So during the month of Ramadan, Muslim people fast for 30 days. They also give a lot of zakat during that time as well. And it's a time for reflecting on all the things that you have and thinking about God, feeling closer to God, and just thinking about the people in the world who do not have as much as you have, going hungry. And then when you're fasting, you have only a bit of experience. We are never, ever really going to go hungry or starve, but you have a feeling of what it will feel like to go hungry. So it's just during the daylight hours, but in the evening you can eat as well. The fifth one is Hajj. So visiting Mecca in Saudi Arabia. Obviously visiting another country and going on the Hajj is quite expensive. So it says, so the rule is that if you can and you can afford it, you should go once in your lifetime. But if you can't afford it, then it's okay, because it's all to do with, what you can and can't do. And Allah, Allah is what we
say, yeah.
Allah is God, so we say Allah. Allah forgives always, and Allah is very understanding, and Allah loves all his people. So if you cannot afford it, it's not a rule that you have to go, but if you can afford it, you must go. You can't just save your money and say, I'll keep it in the bank. If you can afford it, you must go. So those are the 5 basic things that Muslim people follow.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
There are other things, but they're the 5 basic things.
Thank you, Jahanara. And you were talking about fasting, and I remember being incredibly impressed because Ramadan moves around the year, doesn't it? Does it move backwards around the year very, very slowly? though I remember, I think last time when I was working with you both, Ramadan was in the summer months, and it was a really impressive feat, because you would come to work for long days and fasting during all the daylight hours. So, Lule, could you talk about perhaps what your when you're fasting for Ramadan, what does that mean to you?
That for me, example, when I fast Ramadan was kind of, I felt happy in the time, because I think kind of warm, cleaning everything, kind of, what to say, kind of, when it's cleaning your body, cleaning your spirit, cleanse your spirit, and you think, oh, because the friends in school in here, they say, oh, how can you do it? I said, it's easy. It's nothing to do with stomach. It's more kind of to do with your brain. When you're thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to do it, because you're thinking that people don't have food to eat and drink, why you can't do it? It is kind of make me happy, kind of supporting them, kind of the way.
Fantastic. Thank you very, very much. And I remember you both as very, very family orientated people. Would you be open to talking about how your faith was important to your family life as well?
So as Muslim people, as a family, Islam is very much orientated around family as well. So all the values of sharing and caring is there. So it does say, you know, care for your family, care for the young children, care for the older people. Often when Muslim people pray, it says that the more people you pray with, the more rewards you get from Allah. So that's why lots of people will go to the mosque to pray, where they can pray with lots of other people. In the home, when you're praying, you'd normally pray as a family whenever you can. I know people are a lot busy nowadays, but whenever you can, if the whole family are in the house and it's prayer time, people do pray together. They'll get their prayer mats out and everyone will pray together in the room, and prayers are said together. So it's very much a family thing. Yes, and if there are friends and extended family, extra family, like uncles and aunties, they will join you as well. So it is very much, Islam is very much family orientated.
Thank you. And I remember we used to have very yummy Eid teas up at Kentish Town when Eid came around. Is that still a custom? Is that still happening?
You mean
at the school?
Yeah. Yes, we do. Yeah. It is. It's just because of COVID, we did it this year. Normally, when it's Eid, all the parents bring in food. All the Muslim parents bring in food, but then also because it's a whole school event, lots and lots of families bring in food as well. So everyone brings in food, and then we lay it out, and then everyone just comes and helps themselves, and it's a really fun and happy event, and everyone gets to celebrate Eid together, regardless of whether they're Muslim or Christian or Jewish or Hindu. The other thing is this year, because of COVID, we couldn't do that. So what we did was I cooked with every class in the school. So every class got a chance to cook and prepare, and then we shared the dish with the class. So it was fun times.
That's yummy. That's lovely.
You missed out, Chris.
I missed both of your cooking. I have to say, I remember your cooking very fondly. Lule used to bring in those delicious Kosovan cakes with delicious cream in them. They were amazing. I was thinking about them the other day. I don't think they'd last in the post, though. They wouldn't do very well, sadly. But yeah. So you each come from so Lule, you come from Kosovo. So your customs are ever so slightly different to Jahanara, your family customs. Is that correct? And I remember.
So I'm from Bangladesh, and our custom and culture would be slightly different than Lule's. However, the faith our faith, which is Islam, is the same. So we pray the same. And our values, our religious values are the same as well. The only difference I would say would be that in Islam, the Quran, which is the holy book, is written in Arabic, and all the prayers are written in Arabic, and all the prayers are said in Arabic. But when you are doing your own personal prayers, Islam lets you say in any language you want to. So when we hold our hands up like this, and after doing our ritual prayers, and we're praying to Allah and asking for forgiveness or asking for things that we would like, and in everything that you ask God for, you can say that in your own language or any language you want. So I could say it in Bengali,
I can say in
Albanian, you could say it in Chinese and French and Spanish, any language you want to. So there are people who follow the religion of Islam all around the world, from all countries in the world, but their faith is the same, but their cultures might be different and their language might be different, but the faith would be the same.
Thank you so much. And I think that's really powerful, especially for people growing up in a place like Cornwall, where we don't meet so many people who are Muslim on a day-to-day basis. And sometimes the information and the misinformation that comes through in news and so on about different faiths can be quite singular sometimes. So it's really powerful for children here to know and understand that just like Christianity and with other faiths, Muslims are all over the world and of all different nationalities and of all different cultures and customs as well. And I think that's a really powerful message. So thank you very, very much. We'll probably close in a moment because I know children will be wanting to go out to play shortly. But before we do, I wondered whether either of you had a special prayer or possibly a special message that relates to your Muslim faith that you might want to share with us. I'm putting you on the spot here.
Did you want to say anything
in Arabic or?
Well, I can say a prayer that's normally said in Arabic. Most children, when they're little, they will go to school regardless of whatever country they're in, but they will also, if they're Muslim, they will also go to Arabic school, or they will learn Arabic at home. So the first prayer that a Muslim child normally learns, other than the Shahada, which we said at the beginning, is a kalima. It's called kalima. There's 4 of them, and the first one is Kalimat Toyob, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulallah. So that's just a basic prayer that most Muslim children will learn first. So
that's brilliant. Yeah. Thank you both very, very much indeed. I'll stop recording in a moment and I'll come and say hello again. But on behalf of all of us here at Penpole School, thank you. It's wonderful to see you both. It's lovely to talk to you both, and we really appreciate you talking so openly, so candidly about your faith, because it's a very powerful thing for us to learn about. So thank you very, very much.
I'll just say one more thing. So we talk about in school, we talk about Christian values and British values, and we feel that these values refer to all walks of life. So they're really just human values. So if you think about Islam means peace. And around the world, if everybody had peace, the world would be definitely a better place. So we just want to say that the values that we think we hold dear to our hearts, that everyone does, I think they refer to all walks of life, regardless of what religion you're from. So if you follow a religion, you might be passionate about that religion, but the values are the same as anyone else.
Thank you. Human values.
Human values.
Absolutely. I'm with you on that, most definitely. Thank you very, very much, both. Or as we say in Cornwall, Muraz. Muraz. Lovely to see you both. I'll press stop in a moment and then I'll say a quick goodbye before I go. So thank you from all of us here. Bye-bye. I will press stop now. So there we go, Lule and Jahanara. Thank you both so much to you and to Kentish Town Church of England School as well. It was lovely to see you both, it really was. Jahanara did say that she would be very happy, and as with Lule, to answer some questions either via email or face-to-face on a Zoom call if you have any. So children, if you have any particular questions that you want to ping to your teacher, they can send them on to me. We can email them over to Jahanara and Lule. That would be fantastic. Teachers, if you would like to set up a meeting, maybe a Zoom meeting with Jahanara and Lule at some point, please let me know and we will make that happen too. Now, it is Friday. You have worked enormously hard again this week. I hope that you have a very well-deserved break, a lovely rest. I hope there's some sunshine for us. Get out there and enjoy that beautiful, beautiful countryside. All right, I look forward to seeing you next Monday. Bye-bye for now.